Hello and welcome. If you're considering an MBA, chances are you are in the process of taking the GMAT or the GRE. Scoring high on the GMAT requires a combination of effective study strategies, time management, and understanding the test format. In this video, I'll share a few tips and strategies that will help you improve your GMAT score and give you the best chance of doing well during the real test. The first step is to understand the test format. Dive into the different sections of the GMAT: verbal, quantitative, integrated reasoning, and analytical writing assessment, and the type of questions in each of these sections. Once you have a good understanding of the test format, identify weak areas. Take practice tests to identify strengths and weaknesses. Focus on improving your skills in the areas where you struggle the most. Then develop a study plan. Create a study schedule that allows you to dedicate enough time to each of the sections of the GMAT, and make sure to include regular practice tests to track your progress. Remember to use official GMAT material, the official guide for GMAT review, GMAT prep software, and official practice test. These materials are the most accurate representation of the actual test, and the new version of the GMAT coming in, it's important that you use the most updated material out there. The next step is to practice time management. The GMAT is a time test, so it's crucial to practice managing your time effectively. Work on pacing yourself during practice tests to ensure that you can complete each section within the allocated time. Then review mistakes. After completing practice questions and tests, review your answers, especially the ones you got wrong. Understand why you made the mistakes and learn from it to avoid similar errors in the future. Consider a prep course. If you're struggling to improve on your own, consider enrolling in the GMAT prep course. These courses often provide structured study plans, expert guidance, and additional resources to help you succeed. Simulate test conditions. When taking practice tests, try to replicate the conditions of the actual exam as closely as possible, and this includes taking the test in a quiet environment without distractions and adhering to the time limits. And finally, stay positive and persistent. Improving your GMAT score takes time and effort. Stay positive and remain persistent in your studies, even if progress feels slow at times. Now, what if you still cannot reach your target score? So don't let this discourage you, and remember that the GMAT is only one factor among many others the admission committee is taking into consideration. You can still make up for an average or lower than average GMAT by doing the following. 1. Highlight other strengths. Draw attention to other parts of your application that show off your skills and potential, like good grades, relevant work experience, leadership roles, extracurricular activities, certifications, and accomplishments. 2. Write a strong personal statement. In your essay or personal statement, you should talk about any mitigating circumstances that may have affected your GMAT score and highlight your strengths, accomplishments, and reason for applying to the program. 3. Get strong recommendation letters. Get letters of recommendation from people who can talk about your strength, skill, and potential. This will make your application so much stronger. 4. Showcase relevant experience or skills. If your GMAT score isn't as high as you'd like, show off any relevant experience or skills or accomplishment that show you can do well in the program. For example, does your current job require strong analytical or quant skills? Make sure you highlight that in your application. 5. Consider online courses. MBA Math, edX, or Coursera, for example, are a good way for you to improve on quant skills. And finally, ask admission officers for help. Talk to the admission officers at the schools that you're interested in about your situation and get personalized tips on how to make your application stronger. In the end, GMAT is an important part of your application, but it's not the only thing that will determine whether you'll get into your target school. A lower GMAT won't hurt your chances as much if you strategically highlight your strengths and fix any problems with your application.